This is CTC News with Wesley Qatar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It's Monday, October 7, 2013 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Wesley Qatar and this is CTC News broadcasting live from CTC Studios at Stations Mall. In tonight's local news, firearm owners need to apply for a new permit, ROA gives update on progress in Sint-Eustatius, and Teachers' Day celebrated on Best Islands. Details in local news right after a word from our sponsors.
Trans-Anguilla Airlines introduces its current schedule. Statia to St. Kitts, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave Statia at 8:40 a.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 8:50 a.m. Leave Statia at 4:35 p.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 4:45 p.m. St. Kitts to Statia, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave St. Kitts at 9:10 a.m. Arrive on Statia at 9:20 a.m. Leave St. Kitts at 5 p.m. Arrive on Statia at 5:10 p.m. All flights arriving from St. Kitts continue on to Anguilla with connections to St. Martin's. Do you have important documents or small items to transport to St. Kitts, Anguilla, or St. Martin? Well, inquire about our Transpac services. For further information on all our services, please stop by at our office at FDR Airport or call us at 318-0269. Trans-Anguilla Airways, serving you with a smile.
CTC News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
All owners of firearms in Sint-Eustatius are requested to apply for a new permit for the year 2014 no later than November 30th, 2013. It was stated in a public notice issued by Island Governor Gerald Burkle. Based on Article 3 of the Firearms Act, all persons or institutions not exempted in the law require permission of the Island Governor for the possession of a firearm or ammunition. In addition, based on Article 1 of the Arms Act, permission is required for persons not mentioned in the law to have with him a firearm on the public highway or in any place open to the public. When applying for a new permit, all owners of firearms are requested to bring a copy of their current license for firearms, proof of registration by the Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Animal Husbandry, proof of payment of the $8.35 fee for the permit, plus the $2.79 application fee. It was stated in the notice. In providing an update on recent developments and future plans, Council of Education and Labor Market, ROA-CN, informed that various vocational streams are already in progress at Gwendolyn Van Putten School. These include business administration, secretarial employee, telephonist, receptionist, qualified labor market assistant, and social care and welfare work. In order to advise the Ministry of Education concerning which vocational streams are necessary for Sint-Eustatius, ROA-CN will plan in the near future a meeting for companies in tourism and hospitality branch. Their input is valuable and will be collected to make a proper selection for the qualification files of this educational program, ROA-CN stated. In the past, expertise centers from the Netherlands were used to officially accredit companies to become institutes of learning for students. ROA-CN is said to be proud to announce that a policy has been set up which will assist students in having their practical training at ROA-CN certified companies. The law requires students in the vocational stream to only follow their practical training at a certified company. To hand over plaques, a delegation consisting of Education Ministry Senior Policy Advisor Alvin Henriquez, ROA-CN Director Elaine Paul, and ROA-CN Advisor in Bonaire, Charmaine Alberto, and local ROA CN advisor Violet Duggins-Gums visited several companies and institutions such as Auxiliary Home Foundation, Buzzy Bees Daycare Center, and Trico Supplies NV to be officially recognized by the ROA CN. In the coming weeks, more station companies will be approached and recognized as well. Discussions and plans are in progress to ensure students following MBO vocational education may travel to further their students in higher vocational streams on Bonaire or neighboring islands, providing that their education continues at an accredited school. Evaluation forms for business, students, and graduates from Putnam School are being made to provide ROA CN with the needed overview and insight to further improve the existing relationship between education and the labor market. An educational fair will be held in Bonaire in November. The ROA CN website is now available, providing information on competence-based trainings, recognized companies in the Dutch Caribbean, and the latest developments. Finally, in local news, on the occasion of World Teachers' Day, which was observed on Friday, teachers in Bonaire, Saba, and St. Eustatius received a little surprise. RCN OCW offered them cupcakes to thank them for their efforts and their important contribution to the development of the youths. The cakes, made by secondary school pupils, were enjoyed after the corresponding letter was read out by the school's principal. Coming up next in regional news, cooperation important for future kingdom, and Commonwealth Small States Advocacy Mission to be led by St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister. Details in regional and later international news right after this.
Trans-Anguilla Airlines introduces its current schedule. Statia to St. Kitts, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave Statia at 8:40 a.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 8:50 a.m. Leave Statia at 4:35 p.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 4:45 p.m. St. Kitts to Statia, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave St. Kitts at 9:10 a.m. Arrive on Statia at 9:20 a.m. Leave St. Kitts at 5 p.m. Arrive on Statia at 5:10 p.m. All flights arriving from St. Kitts continue on to Anguilla with connections to St. Martin's. Do you have important documents or small items to transport to St. Kitts, Anguilla, or St. Martin? Well, inquire about our Transpac services. For further information on all our services, please stop by at our office at FDR Airport or call us at 318-0269. Trans-Anguilla Airways, serving you with a smile.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at CT Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At CT Creativity there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints, which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Welcome back. Tonight in regional news. The future of the Kingdom of the Netherlands is all about cooperation, said Dutch Minister of Home Affairs and Kingdom Relations Ronald Plasterk during his lecture at the Society Netherlands Aruba in Leidschendam on Saturday. The new constitutional relations, which went into effect on October 10, 2010, and involved the dismantling of the Netherlands Antilles and the creation of countries Curaçao and St. Martin and the Dutch public entities Bonaire, St. Eustatius, and Saba, are young, said Plasterk. The new relations will be evaluated in 2015. The minister called on the countries and public entities not to be too procedural during the evaluation and to refrain from making big changes to the constitutional structure. We should not reshuffle the relations every 5 years, but work on fine-tuning the relations, he said. Plasek said he strived for 4 equal, strong, autonomous countries in the kingdom. That is one of the reasons why the Netherlands is seizing the funding of development programs so the overseas countries in the kingdom can assume their own responsibility in this area. We are placing emphasis on more equality of the 4 countries. The minister also mentioned the importance of having an integral government. An integral government is never a given. Every time a government is found not to be integral, it causes a big dent in the public trust, and that isn't good for anyone. An investigation is necessary when integrity is jeopardized, he said, referring to the recent order of the Kingdom Council of Ministers to investigate the integrity of the Sint Maarten government. Saturday's event started with an opening word by Aruba Minister Plenipotentiary in The Hague, Edwin Abath, read by Sidney Koch of the Aruba House because the minister was not in the Netherlands. Abath thanked everyone for their cooperation and inspiration during his 4-year term in the Netherlands. Musical entertainment was provided by soprano Imara Thomas with Aruba's roots. She performed 5 short opera versions. The Society Netherlands Aruba organizes regular lectures for its members and invited guests. Further in regional news, a high-level group of Commonwealth ministers will travel to Washington, D.C. from 7 to the 8th of October 2013 to meet heads of leading international financial institutions to make a case for the urgent need to address the debt and financing challenges of small states. The group will be led by St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Denzel Douglas. They are scheduled to meet the top leadership of the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the Inter-American Development Bank. Commonwealth Secretary General Kamalesh Sharma said the group's objective is to raise awareness of the unique challenges faced by small states in accessing affordable finance and managing and reducing their debt. They will also propose practical ways to address their concerns. The Secretary General said international financial institutions need to review the criteria used to determine the well-being of small states. He noted that the current yardsticks do not take into account the unique vulnerabilities of small states such as remoteness, exposure to shocks, small population size, and limited options for economic diversification. All of these factors result in disproportionately large challenges for these countries in accessing financial resources. Studies have shown that many small and vulnerable states are unable to meet their debt obligations, even to international lenders. This situation is particularly acute in the Caribbean, where several public debt ratios are in excess of 90% of gross national income. As a result, such countries are finding it difficult to meet obligations such as reducing poverty and providing basic and necessary public goods. Following the meetings in Washington, D.C., the group will produce a report that will be submitted to the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Colombo, Sri Lanka in November 2013. In international news, the United Nations body in charge of civil aviation has reached a consensus on a market-based system to curb carbon emissions from airlines by 2020, but rejected a proposal to let Europe apply its own plan to foreign carriers in the meantime. The final agreement, hammered out during 2 days of debates and talks on the sidelines at the International Civil Aviation Organization Triennial meeting in Montreal, was ratified Friday. It averted a looming global trade dispute over emissions in the aviation sector, which the International Air Transport Association forecasts will make $743 billion in revenues in 2014, up from $708 billion this year. The resolution sets up steps the ICAO's 200 or so member states need to take between now and next assembly in 2016. Until then, many delegates will look back fondly on their time in Quebec's largest city. Talks were brightened by an average of 3 cocktail parties per night, hosted by different countries, some of whom were angling to win a coveted seat in the ICAO's 36-member governing council. Diplomacy and goodwill were in full force during the first week when representatives of countries at policy loggerheads clinked glasses of Singapore slings or chatted over plates of sushi, samosas, and other national dishes. Tensions mounted at the last minute when it appeared that long-sought deal might not happen, but there was a breakthrough on Thursday when Europe made concessions. The committee agreed to develop a global MBM, market-based mechanism, scheme for international aviation in 2016, as decided by the ICOA's Governing Council in clearly September. But ICAO Assembly President Michel Waschenheim amended the text to reflect requests made by some developing countries, including India, to say the 2016 decision should take into account the environmental and economic impacts of different global MBM options, including feasibility and practicability. Although one European official said the delegation was bruised by the deliberations, a representative of Lithuania, which holds the EU rotating presidency, praised the outcome. Friday's agreement lacked the guts that the Environmental Committee has been looking for from the aviation industry, said Bill Hemmings, Program Manager for Aviation and Shipping for Brussels-based environmental group Transport and Environment. After all was said and done, much was said and not much was done, Hemmings added. And that concludes our news stories for this evening. Coming up next, your 3-day weather forecast for Statia, Saba, and St. Martin. Details and local weather conditions right after this break.
Trans-Anguilla Airlines introduces its current schedule. Statia to St. Kitts, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave Statia at 8:40 a.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 8:50 a.m. Leave Statia at 4:35 p.m. Arrive on St. Kitts at 4:45 p.m. St. Kitts to Statia, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Leave St. Kitts at 9:10 a.m. Arrive on Statia at 9:20 a.m. Leave St. Kitts at 5 p.m. Arrive on Statia at 5:10 p.m. All flights arriving from St. Kitts continue on to Anguilla with connections to St. Martin's. Do you have important documents or small items to transport to St. Kitts, Anguilla, or St. Martin? Well, inquire about our Transpac services. For further information on all our services, please stop by at our office at FDR Airport or call us at 318-0269. Trans-Anguilla Airways, serving you with a smile.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at CT Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At CT Creativity, there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints, which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
And now for your 3-day weather forecast. We'll begin on Station Saba. Tonight, Monday, October 7th, scattered showers, temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 12 miles per hour. On Tuesday, October 8th, scattered showers, temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 14 miles per hour. Then on Wednesday, October 9th, partly cloudy, temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds east at 14 miles per hour. Moving over to St. Martin, tonight, Monday, October 7th, scattered showers, temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds southeast at 8 miles per hour. On Tuesday, October 8th, scattered showers, temperatures of 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds southeast at 10 miles per hour. On Wednesday, October 9th, scattered showers, temperatures of 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 9 miles per hour. And that concludes another edition of CTC News for this evening. Thanks once again for choosing CTC. Join us again on Wednesday as we continue to bring you the latest in local, regional, and international news. See you again on Wednesday, but until that time, do have a good one.